Hello everybody, welcome back to Building Zelda. This is, what is it, episode 5? I think it's episode 5. Guess what? I did a little more work on the Rotunda dome, and I believe, let me turn around, I believe it's done. What do you guys think? You ladies and germs, what do you think about this design? I took a little bit of inspiration from the Chicago Cultural Center. It had these kind of inlaid, almost stained glassy type of patterns in the dome itself. And so I kind of took that and used more of this quartz to outline some patterns into the side of the dome. And it kind of works with the light gray background, the stained clay background. And then there are some domes, like in some Capitol buildings, that work on, they just kind of fill in the middle, and then there is a mural painted there. So I took inspiration from one of the comments in the last episode, and we filled it in and then added a Triforce, just kind of a, not really one that's connected exactly, but one that's close. And the only reason is because you can't do 60-degree angles, which is what the Triforce triangles are. They're equilateral, and the 60-degree angle ones, you can't do that in Minecraft. So put a space between each of them, and it turns out looking about the same. Your mind kind of fills in what the little what it's supposed to be, right? So yes, awesome. It works out great. I'm very happy with how this turned out. And neat little trick that I didn't quite remember or didn't quite realize is if you let's just put this right here. You see how this is dark, and you see how you put this here, and there's still kind of shadows around it, you see? Well, what happens if you just pop out the middle there, and then you put a light? It fills in a lot brighter than it would if you had just, done, let's see, like so, right? It's not quite as bright on the edges there. I'm especially kind of looking at this. But if you remove this and you put this there, it fills in a little more. And so it makes the lighting a little more consistent across the entire dome. If you just kind of use lights as kind of, they're transparent blocks. So they let regular light through. And so that kind of works well for me. Hope you guys understood that explanation. I'm not sure I did. But anyway, we got ourselves a nice dome. So we're not quite done with this room yet. There's something else I want to show you guys. This sort of thing is still kind of freestanding. A dome this size can't really stand like this. That's why back in episode 3, I tried adding these sort of supports with lamps hanging off of them, and it didn't quite work. Well, this is not quite working for me either. So here's what I propose we do. Okay? I propose that we add a second balcony right here where this strip is, and that we make it go. Let's see here. Actually, first let's do wool. Let's do red wool for the carpet, because that's what it is down there, right? So let's do this. Oh, that's the stained clay. I'm stupid. Okay. Actually, do I want to go one shorter? I can't really, because we're kind of constrained there. And pop over there. Okay. So here's how I want to kind of outline it, I think. We're going to go like this along this side, just straight out, all the way over here. And you see how it kind of overlaps this. That's okay. Let me just readjust on my chair. I think it's okay for what we need to do, because actually, maybe it's not. Maybe we come in on here. Yeah, let's start it right here instead of right against that arch there. All right, so let's just bring it out all the way over to here. So, mouse clicking like crazy, like a madman, and add a little bit of light just to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And then we do, let's see, are we? Yeah, we're pretty close. So, and we're kind of mirroring how this works. maybe. Okay. Oh, Shante. Okay, here we are. So we just go all the way over here like this. And, are we about right there? I think. Yeah, we're just about right on that. Okay, cool. So we'll just have kind of a balcony going around like this, basically, is how I'm kind of envisioning it. And we can go ahead and just sort of, I'm just sort of, there we go. Just bring it around like this, okay? So this is kind of the boundary of our little balcony here. And you can't actually go up here. We're just going to add just this area to walk around in because we can. And let's kind of burrow through here. We have a little bit of extra room up here that we can also add in just to kind of maybe fill this out a little bit more, make it a bit more of a interesting sort of looking thing. But we will do that. I'll probably do that off camera. In the meantime, we need to add support to our dome. And the best way to do that is to extend these down, but only some of them, not all of them. And this is going to be obviously thinner columns. And so I think what I want is, let's see, where does this one come down at? I haven't really worked this out. Let's see. Okay, so it comes down. Okay, it comes down right to about here. What if I think that's probably about right. I could move that over. And that might actually... Ooh, scary cave noise. I think that'll work if we bring them all the way down like this. So if we do this, and... Oh, I'm not quite all the way down yet. Okay. Am I off one? I am off one. Okay. So if we come down to there, perhaps, and then if I aligned the dome correctly, yeah, we're good. And then we bring this all the way up here. And maybe we move these pillars in a little bit. I'm just kind of trying to see how this works here. Okay, so yeah, I think I kind of want to move them in one, just because that looks a little too far apart for a space. Like if it were one of those thicker sort of columns, then yeah, that would probably be okay. But I don't think this is going to work. So let's just delete this. And I'm going to be smarter about it and delete this one this way. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to copy it. Okay, we're going to copy it. I see. Okay, so we're going to copy this, and then we're going to see where this one falls. So this one comes down, bump right here. So right there, perfect. All right, so we're going to cut. Oh wait, I screwed that up. Hang on, just a minute. Copy. Okay, then we're going to look up, and I think that's about right here. I think is where we had it. Paste. Oh, we didn't even cut it. Okay, well, cut. Okay, that I think will work out a little better as far as a support structure. The only thing is, I kind of wish it went all the way down to the bottom, but you know what? I think it'll be okay. We'll play around with it. We'll just kind of probably push some, push the columns around and just make sure that everything will be fine. So then let's see. We need to come down to this guy. Okay. So you are right here. Perfect. Paste you in. Okay, awesome. Let's skip two more columns and let's put one right. Is it right there? Yeah, it's right here. So poof. Okay. So okay, this is good. This is good. So this is gonna pop in. Oh, I goofed up. Undo. It's gonna pop in right there. Paste. All right. Okay. So put that right there, and then we'll redo it on the other side. Same spot, same bat channel. All right. Okay. So right there and put that there. Okay. So now when we look at it, let's do one right here. But see how this comes in now? We actually want it to stay at, oh, wow, I goobered that up. But I kind of have to. Shoot. Well, can you really tell? Can you tell? You can tell. Yeah, you can totally tell. It's off by 1. Crap on a cracker. All right, so maybe we move these over to this one, right? So maybe it goes right here. So we'll do that. Let's just do that, and you'll have to ignore this one for now. And then we can put you right there and just kind of extend you out like that. Okay? And then we'll do one on the other side too. Just so we are at an understanding, right? Okay, so paste. Oops, I didn't type that right. There we go. Right there, and oh, that's not what I wanted. Right there. Okay. All right, so now let's cut you out. Cut. All right. And let's go ahead and cut this guy out. Oh, let's go fast. Let's do it the fast way. Come on, Chris, you can do it. Okay, there. Now, I think when we look at this, there we go. We're going to have almost a working model of how this is going to work, okay? So, oh, I'm still 1 off. Shoot. Well, you know, we'll make it work. Okay, wait a minute. Am I really 1 block off on this whole thing, on the staircase? Holy crap, I was 1 block off on the staircase. I think I'm 1 block off on the staircase. Well, I guess we aren't anymore. Okay. That's fascinating. So this staircase went up 1 block shorter than that staircase. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that out off camera. But if we turn around and we look here, you can kind of see that we now have a much more plausible support structure for this dome. Because we have a pillar here, pillar there, one right there, and there will be another one right here and another one over here somewhere. And these are the thin ones because they're just kind of secondary support beams. And I think it's really going to make this look kind of like the Vancouver Opera House kind of thing. You know, that's kind of that's kind of the thing I'm going for, minus all the gilded gold and stuff. So I think I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to work on this a little bit, and then I'll be back around to show you around, okay? All right, be right back. All right, we're back, and I'm not going the other way. I'm going this way because before we go ahead and look at the results of my build, I want to talk to you guys about my Discord channel. So there is a chat room called Screenshot Showcase where you guys can basically post your own sort of creations, and I will show them here on the relevant YouTube series that I have. So here's some of the relevant ones that are relevant to Minecraft. Captain Zesty has posted a couple more screenshots from his multiplayer server that he's working on. So this one shows a bunch of cliff sides and a little bridge that kind of goes along the cliff sides. And I love the way the foliage kind of wraps around the cliff. It's not something you find in nature, but it is kind of aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty cool. And then another screenshot of the same thing, but with a tree and some hanging lamps that looks really kind of neat, and some kind of wall of some kind. I can't really tell what that is there. It might even be an interior kind of set decoration, because if you look up in the top there, it looks like there's might be like a stone roof or a cave or something up there. And then the next one is, it looks like a small area where you can play some mini games. There's a couple roofed buildings, which are kind of thematically styled. Very interesting kind of mushroom hut kind of roofs with those. And then, of course, an interior of one of the ones that we saw. Wait, is that? No, it's a different hut. It's an interior of a different hut because this one has a purple roof. You can see that. And then if we go on to Nope Name, he is also a Zelda map maker, but he has also made a functional recreation of the original Legend of Zelda in Minecraft. I don't think I have a link to that. Hopefully Nope Name will maybe give us a link to maybe a download or something that I can put in the description for you. But it looks like if you just stand on the buttons, you can walk around in the Minecraft version of the game there. It's kind of neat. So yeah, those are the screenshots that people are working on for Minecraft stuff. If you want to submit your own creations and you want me to show them on video, please go ahead and do so. All you have to do is click the Discord invite link that's down in my video description, and you'll be taken to Discord. It works in a web browser if you would just want to use a web browser. And you'll be joining my chat room, and we'll welcome you. It'll be awesome. It's a great little community. Even if you don't have screenshots, I highly recommend it because there's just a lot of cool people there, and we talk Nintendo stuff a lot of the time, Minecraft stuff a lot of the time, Ark some of the time, and various other projects that people have to work on. We all talk about that there, and it's a fun time. So please go ahead and click on that. All right, so now we are going to do the grand reveal. Here we go. Look at this. I think we're done here. I think we're done. If not done, then pretty darn close to done, because I can't really think of too much more detail to add. So if we go up here, yeah, you guys have seen this. I've demoed the roof before, but if we come down, I've added some archways here. Now I'm kind of wondering, maybe I take these out because they look a little funky, but I think I'll keep them for now. But if you see, we have an adorned kind of light sort of thing here to separate the archway from the colonnade up above. And this also has the nice little side effect of giving us some light to play around with. So this lights up the whole area, especially if it is dark. And then we have the arches here. They come up and go down. And then I had to kind of fiddle with it so it at least looks great from down below. Up close, it looks a little janky, but you get the idea that it's an arch kind of going this way and curving along the way as well. It's really kind of wild. No one's actually going to go up here. So I went ahead and I hid some recessed lighting from underneath here. And what this does is it has the side effect of shining through these stair blocks and lighting up the sides of the balcony. And the reason that does that is because stair blocks they count as kind of transparent blocks. So I get to kind of cheat and have a nice little light strip here, but also kind of have a nice little evenly lit facade here. Yes, I said it right. Facade. It's not facade. And then we've got these pillars here. They look a little chunky, actually. I might remove this base and just have like this, so to speak. So we'll see. Actually, I kind of like that. I might do that. I might do that because these are kind of short and squat. But I'm going to leave it like this for now, and we'll see. I'll probably make that change off camera, or at least wait till I'm doing a cinematic recording. Okay, and then we got rid of the big kind of wall light type things, and we added the traditional ones that we always have up here, and this just kind of lights up the wall. And I have chosen to go with this style of design for the top of the colonnades, for the top of the columns, and I've mirrored that over to this side as well. So we've got all that. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's just jump on down. Okay, and pop. I've gone ahead and lit up the floor, and this just kind of makes it nice and kind of bright and cheery, even though there really is no discernible light source nearby. It still makes it look like maybe the sun is coming in and lighting from above. And so, that's how we're going to do it. And hopefully nobody really questions that. One thing I have thought about maybe doing is taking this every other block pattern right here and applying it to that over there. Instead of having a big blue strip, maybe it'll just go every other block. So that's that kind of thing. And then, of course, if we go up here, I've added some lights underneath this so that this area is nice and lit up. And the only thing that's kind of dark is up here. I will take suggestions for what you guys think I should possibly do about it, because I'm not quite sure. I guess I could hide lights under here. Would this do it? Kind of not really. What if we do just a whole bank of this and we just kind of see what happens? I'm curious. I'm just kind of spitballing here because I don't know. Will this light up and be nice? No, it'll just look funky. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Let me take a little bit of time to put this back here. And then, well, you know what? We'll do that later after the end of the episode. So, you can see everything's kind of here. The only thing I kind of don't like about this pillar being here is it kind of makes this way look even more sort of, how you say... what's the word? Crowded? Yeah, that's right. So I might actually push this back a little bit. So I have 2 blocks to play with here. So I could do that if I wanted to. I would have to be a little more severe in this sort of stairway thing, but I think that'd be okay. I could push that back 2 blocks, push this back wall area, or at least just this bit, right? Probably from here to over to there, back 2 blocks, and then maybe make that work a little bit. The only issue is these would turn into full staircases instead of half steps. So because you'd have to go up 2 blocks relatively quickly within 2 blocks instead of the 4 we've taken here. So I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Okay. So anyway. Oh, yeah. Little lights up here just to kind of at least sort of make things look decent enough-ish. So they're just little patterns, nothing too biggy. You can kind of see how they're made. And yeah, I think that's probably going to conclude my tinkering with this area. I might add a few more decorative wall lights around here. Well, just on this wall and maybe on that wall just to combat the shadow a bit. And maybe put some right there and right there, just so that this area doesn't stand out just because it's so dark. So I think we might do it that way. But other than that, I think she's done. So let me know what you think of this cool thing. Oh, you want to see what it looks like in shaders? I haven't actually done this. So this is a special thing just for you and me. We're going to go with the CUDA shaders because those don't have quite as yellow lights. I need to get some more. Oh, wow. That's neat. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, I think this works, especially for this castle being overrun by guards and things. It looks nice and dark and dank, like an evil-ish castle should. So yeah, consider me a fan of this lighting scheme. Let's see what happens if we do SWChris. So this one, oh wow, yeah, it doesn't quite work. This one has kind of, the lighting is a little bugged, although I love the god rays that it shines through. So let's go back to maybe Edie's and let's see what Edie's does. Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's all yellow though. It just paints everything yellow when you do interiors, which is just, I'm not that big of a fan, but at least I know my lighting looks good. My lighting job. So I'm kind of happy with that. And then yeah, no god rays coming through the... Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay, cool. I can play around with that then. All right, so yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. And do remember that my whole goal with here is to give you inspiration. So even if you don't think you're very creative, you totally can be. All it takes is a first step of just actually trying. And I'm here to hopefully inspire you to take that step. So if you do need that help, that weekly dose of building inspiration or just creative inspiration, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next week for another Building Zelda My name is SWChris. Auf Wiedersehen, arrivederci, hasta la vista, bye-bye.